Morning. How about story time with Jerry this morning while I drink my coffee? Um, is there anybody else out there that is a hypochondriac? Um, I've been called this a few times in my life by, brothers, my wife, you know. I worry about things like things I find with my body. Your body does so many different things, and it reacts to things, and um, you know you don't only have it happening inside you, it appears on the outside, or you feel an abnormality with yourself, whether it be vision, thinking, breathing. um, yeah, I said vision. Just different things like that. Hearing, uh, just crazy stuff like that. But I worry about things that I find on myself, and this is dated back till I was just a kid. With just stuff like my mom, my mom or dad called it pleurisy. I think I've looked it up. It's a gas buildup in your I don't know if it was in your lungs, but it builds up, and when you get it, and tell me if this sounds familiar to you, like if you've had it before, you get like a sharp pain in your side. As you try to take a deep breath, it intensifies and gets sharper. You can get it in your rib cage, you can get it in your shoulder. I've had it both spots. And when I first got it, I freaked out. I was like, I kept trying to get a deep breath, and as I did, I'd get that sharp pain in my ribs, and I had to sit down. I had to sit down on a bench when I was running when I was a kid, and just slowly keep trying to get that breath. And after a while, it went away. But I haven't had that happen in a long time. Maybe I grew out of it, but as I got older, it still did it, But that was something that I had to deal with. And then up here in the shoulder, right there in the joint, I'd get that sharp pain up there as I try to take a breath too, which is kind of weird being up here, But there was that. But I learned to deal with that. It's just when I was a kid, it just made it difficult to run because it would always happen, But I worried about that at first. Oh, let's see. Later on in life, probably my early 30s, maybe mid 30s, as you get older, you get more to where gas builds up in you, and gas can really jack you up different ways, whether it be in your breathing or mainly in your breathing. Like if you eat some spicy chili or something, I was sitting where I usually sit, which is at the computer chair, and I had this like a fluttering feeling in my heart, and it kind of my heart kind of did a just kind of a rapid beat and then went away, and there was that, and my breathing was like, when you panic, your breathing changes. Also, it affects your heart, and I got to the point where when I panicked, I was like, I couldn't get a deep breath. I couldn't get that satisfying deep breath, because I was kind of worrying about it. And yeah, that was strange. And as I got older, it got kind of worse, you know, and I had to like I felt like I needed to get outside, get to the cool air, you know. There was a few times I stuck my head in the freezer, you know, just to get that cool air sensation, just to, as like a, you know, when you step outside, it's cold outside, and you makes you take a deep breath. I had to go outside and stand on the porch for a little while just to calm down, get some air. It's weird, huh? Um, but yeah, I mean, as you get older, I'm 52 years old. You get gassy, you know. You get to be a gassy old man, and spicy things affect you more. You have to take antacid pills, um, all that kind of stuff. I hate taking them, but like for coffee, even coffee will affect you, give you heartburn, you know. Um, yeah. Anyway, um, there's that, and let's see. Probably when I was probably early 20s. It was wintertime, and I went to stand up, and I had a sharp pain in my, I think it was my left foot, in the pinky toe of my foot, and when it hit me, I just went to the ground. I just went just right down to the ground, and I grabbed my toe, and I was like, "What the hell?" And I looked at it, and there was a bump on the top of my toe, and I was like, "Oh my God, I just freaking broke my toe." I didn't, like, how did I do that? And my wife's, you know, like, really? What? You know, get up, get back up into the chair. So I got up into the chair and I was looking at it, and it was freaking me out because I saw this bump on the top of my toe. Actually, it was like, I don't think it was like actually on the toe. It was up toward the top, or the, you know, where the foot, where the toe joins the main foot part. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, it was up in there, and man, that really freaked me out because I've never broken a bone, and I thought I had there, and I didn't really want to go through all that medical crap. I'm really not a fan of hospitals and doctors. I had a real big fear of needles when I was very young. I still am not crazy about them now. But yeah, I had to go to the minor emergency center just to find out what the heck's going on. And what he told me was this doctor did not have patient courtesy. No, what's the word? He wasn't good with patients, with his patients, you know. And well, he said it was a ganglion cyst, kind of like a calcium deposit, I guess you would say, that had formed up on top of my foot. Why it hurt, I don't know, but maybe the force of the tendons hitting the floor or something, maybe that's what it was. But he says he once treated a lady that had it real bad on the top of her hand, and they form like roots, like tentacles, and he said this one was so bad it went up her arm. And he's telling me this, and I'm about to start turning white. He says, and it went up her arm, and he had to cut open her arm and get those tentacles out. And I'm thinking, oh my God, is he going to have to cut my foot open? You know, and but he says, but yours is not a major thing. He says, that's going to go away. You just need to give that time. It'll absorb back into the skin and subside and go away. So you're fine. Okay, you know. But yeah, he, you know, if it wasn't necessary to tell me that, I don't think it was a good idea to tell me that, you know. Let's see. I've had those, you've gotten those calcium deposits up here, haven't you? Up here in the wrist area, comes like a little bump. Yeah, I've had one really bad. I mean, like it really stuck up there, and that freaked me out. My dad said that was, I think he called it a calcium deposit. He said that'll, you know, go away, but it was sore, you know, it was sore to the touch. And sometimes I still even get it right there. But Yeah, I have a couple other stories. Just 10 minutes. Let me know if you're if you're a hypochondriac too, like me, and some give me some short examples or whatever. You can make it long if you want to, of what has happened to you. Who knows? It might have happened to me too. All right. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and y'all have a good day. See you on the next one.